All right. Well, I'm getting on a call in about 40 minutes, actually less than 40 minutes, and we're going to be talking about um, how can we help the wait staff, the bartenders, that sort of thing. Um, how can we still get them some money, right? Because you may not know this, but wait staff, bartenders, and that they normally have a lower hourly wage because they get tips. And how can we like, let's say we're going to go to the restaurant, we're going to take something out from the restaurant, right? Take it to go. We're going to eat that in our house, but can we hang out? Can we hang out with our friends and other people and have a drink, eat some food, and tip the bartender, tip the wait staff? Can we do that? What's the solution? Is it YouTube? Is it Google Hangouts? Like, YouTube has the ability to do super chat, right? But can we bring 20 people on, right? Can I be hanging out here with an actual bartender, right? Can we be hanging out here with a bartender, some wait staff? We're all just eating at our house, drinking a couple beers, drinking whatever's in here. Um, and can we? What is the solution, right? So that's the call that I'm going to have in less than 40 minutes. So I'm trying to figure that out. If you have any ideas and suggestions, please let me know. I'm thinking maybe Google Hangouts, but will it work if people don't have? Will that work if people don't have like a Google account? YouTube, will YouTube work if can we add people on? Like, I know Google Hangouts, you can create a group and then you can do a call up to 25 people, but sometimes the bar has more than 25 people hanging out. So there is a limit to Google Hangouts. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, like, the reason why I'm thinking about YouTube might work is because YouTube has the ability to do super chat, right? So you can actually send money, but it would basically go to the person that started the chat or that started the live stream. And so that super chat would come in and it would go to that person's account. That person would just have to, distribute that to the wait staff, right? So I guess I could probably see this being like maybe the restaurant would do that, or yeah, we're going to have this conversation in a little bit over about 35 minutes. So I'm just coming on here. I'm kind of just testing this out, seeing if anybody jumps on and has any suggestions, because this is this pandemic is a really big thing. It really is affecting the wait staff, especially when, wait staff is making, I don't know, $4 or $5 an hour plus tips. Now they have no opportunity to get tips. And what does unemployment? Is unemployment going to pay them based on their $4 or $5 an hour? You know what I mean? Like, this is an emergency situation. The restaurants are still getting takeout, and I'm not going to answer this call because it's a private number. Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting conversation. And I'm just trying to see, what is the solution? So if you have any ideas, please comment below. Yeah, and I just really jumped on here to see if this new webcam thing with YouTube Studio is a possible solution. I mean, it seems like it. To me, it seems like it's really not. Maybe I need to have more followers or something like that in order to have more, more functionality. Yeah, I don't know. There's like the functionality that I have here on my screen is is minimal. Like I don't even have a way to add somebody into this stream. So I know that I'm doing the webcam version. I know that there's a stream version to YouTube Studio, but you have to have a solution to start the stream and then run the stream in. Um, and then how can like a chamber of commerce or something like that, um, a neighborhood association, something like that, how can they help the restaurants and that sort of thing in that they serve, right? Um, that's kind of that's what we're trying to figure out. That's what the call is in about a half an hour. So, um, if you watch this and you have any ideas or suggestions, please let me know. I know that people have done GoFundMe, like different restaurants are doing GoFundMe, and it's like tip the bartender, whatever, like $5. That's a good solution. But the other thing is people are being isolated in their homes. So there's no real sense of community. Like people go to a bar and stuff like that to hang out, to be around other people. Well, right now, that's not a good idea for society in general right now. So how can we still have that, right? Because isolation, especially if you're like drinking at home and stuff like that, like, isolation is not good, especially I'm an introvert, right? I sit behind this computer and I work all day, right? But I'm in a co-working space and there's other people here that also work. So I do have a little bit of social interaction. But people go out to restaurants and they eat at restaurants and they hang out at bars and that sort of thing to have social interaction. And when you are stuck at home, whether it's social distancing or if you're like shelter in place or you're on like there's some places that actually have a total lockdown where it's illegal for you to leave your house for any purpose. So what is that solution to have community and also have that social interaction while you're still socially distancing, right? And how can you tip the bartender? How can you tip the wait staff? Is there a solution where you can do both? I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm going to end this now. Please leave your comments and I will check those out. And if anything comes in before our meeting, I will definitely be sure to bring that up in the meeting. So thank you. And, I didn't do this to like get a like or subscribe or anything like that. But hey, if you want to, I'd appreciate it. I'm not a YouTuber. I post some videos here and there, but, so that's not super important to me. What's super important to me is I like helping businesses start, grow, and expand. That's what I do. That's why I have a co-working space. That's why I help businesses with marketing and that sort of thing. So, yeah, but please leave a message with your thoughts and ideas about how can we help the bartenders, the wait staff, the restaurants. Because when it comes down to it, restaurants can still be open and do curbside delivery, but bars, which do not serve food, they cannot, they're closed. And those people still, they rely on those tips. They rely on your tips to help them pay their bills, right? So how can we help? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you. I appreciate it.